Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Like 80.
Mike's 56.
Pick me up. Here we go.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Alert, alert.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they can.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline.
All day, every day.
Now Ben on third and long. He's going to fire one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull together.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Blue draw corkers.
On second and 7, Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
56. Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side and complete to Washington. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 17 yards out. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Like 80.
56. Check 56. Kermit. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
They'll look to run with Conner. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Here we go, Keith. Here I come.
368. Here we go, can.
Dalton now to pass. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slap, watch the slap. Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
Here's Roethlisberger. Completes it to Moncrief left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the final tally. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
This is Samuels. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm going to come back.
66.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Black 80.
56. Check 56. Target, 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 target.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Double dog, that's the way.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go,
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Go, go, go.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
All right, now.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
8.
52, Mike, 52. Hey, defense.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
Chris Boswell onto the field goal. A 13.
Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Place it hot, Laney. Place it hot. Place it hot.
And Dalton to throw. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on...
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Ah, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Hands up. Unit T.
Watch the pass.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Green's got it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
First down, Bengals.
Andy Dalton looked good on that pass, but I'll tell you what, all time in his career against Pittsburgh, it has been a struggle. 3-12 as a starter against these Steelers. Just more evidence of their dominance over the years in the AFC North. Mixon with a first down carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He finds his running back, Mixon.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Dalton here from the gun. He may try and run for this. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Bullock's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Fight that!
Like 80!
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Like.
On first and 10 is counter. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Strong left, strong left.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Undercrush, undercrush.
Alert, alert! $50.
Roethlisberger will throw. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
230.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half.
Let's get it.
That boys came out to play. I've been here, bro. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where it came from.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing again on second down. Dalton. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Let's get this.
Dalton right back on the horse after the pick 6. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So Dalton now. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Play action now. Dalton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Hey, alert!
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch twist.
Snickers. Black and turn.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
I know you feel that.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
93, 52,
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Ryan Switzer. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
We've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
On 2nd and 15 now. Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Bengals take over.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Dalton. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You tighten up. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. Andy Dalton now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 4, check 4. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Big ass, big ass.
This will be Dalton again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
First down, Cincinnati.
Andy Dalton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here I come again.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I'm going to get you all.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2 by 2. Move.
Let's get off the field.
Hands up. Hands up.
Operating from the gun. Dalton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. From the gun, Dalton. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. 3rd down from the gun, Dalton. Steps away. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On first down, Connor, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Where's that?
Like 80.
Choose the mic. I got one.
Black is good.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Able to hit his tight end, Grimble. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw here, Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. They find some open field here. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Passing, it's Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. T.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
368.
Andy Dalton. And he's going to go down again. Stephon Tuitt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun, Dalton. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Bud Dupree, his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Dalton. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing, Dalton, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. Now bad hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Like that! 180!
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still
Like, what's that?
Roethlisberger to throw. And he fends him off. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front. All
right, here's Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Check.
368.
They'll try to pass on fourth down. Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So 3 points, the deciding margin, and the kick no good at the end that could have sent us to overtime. And while it was a decently long kick, you know, we've almost gotten to the point with these kickers these days, anything inside 60, we just expect them to make it. But that was a tough pressure kick.
I love how you brought that up, though. That is so true, because the kickers have almost done themselves a disservice by being so good. Exactly right. And when they do miss it, I'm not sure we give it